Hi guys, Paula from PSEN Creations. Welcome. I am going to walk you through doing a Halloween wreath today using a Dollar Tree square wreath form. I'm going to walk you from start to finish on how I put the pipe cleaners on it, and then I'm going to walk through the whole process. I am going to be using this little purple witch attachment. So she comes in 4 pieces. This is obviously her head. And then she has her 2 arms and her legs. And I'm also going to be walking you through the process of preparing these and prepping these to attach to your wreath. As you can see, they come with just like a jute string, but that's not going to be enough to tie it in. So we're going to do a little bit of surgery on the different pieces so that they attach properly, however, wherever I want to them, attach them on the wreath. We're also going to be using certain ribbon. I'll go through cutting that ribbon as well. This video may be a little bit long because I am going to try to go through the entire process from start to finish with you. I may fast forward in certain areas. We'll see. These are my pipe cleaners. I'm going to use 16 of them total on my frame. And I'm actually going to try using this. It's a 12 by 35 feet black mesh that I actually picked up at Michael's. They were $5. So I said, let's try. So it's a different size. You'll notice if you're a wreath maker, usually you have a 10-inch or a 21-inch in the larger. You also have like a 6-inch one too. But this is a 12-inch. That's what Michael's tends to sell. Be very careful if you ever purchase from Michael's though, because obviously it's not the best quality. I'm going to be just upfront right there about that. The more you spend on mesh, the better the quality is. The less fraying you're going to have. You're still going to have fraying, but the less fraying. But be very careful. This is 35 feet, so this is good because a normal 10 by 30 is 30 feet, obviously. But a lot of the mesh that Michael sells is only like 19 feet or something like that. So, all right, let's start by adding our pipe cleaners to our frame. So again, if you happen to be in a Dollar Tree and you pick up one of these square frames, this is how I add the pipe cleaners to them. I'm going to start on the inner because on the inner, all I'm doing is I'm taking the middle section of each side. Since it's a square, right, you have 4 sides. The middle 2 bars, I'm going to take a pipe cleaner and I'm just going to simply line it up and then twist it once, twice, 3 times just to make sure. I'm going to do 1 on each of the inner sections. Again, take my pipe cleaner, middle 2 bars, middle section, and I'm just 1, 2, 3, and that's it. Pipe cleaner, middle, 1, 2, 3. Feel free to fast forward if you would like. Again, I figured I would make a video that's, again, it might be a little lengthy, but it goes through the entire process. Okay, so now I have 4 on the inside, as you guys can see. So there's 3 bars, right? And so on the outer, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do on each crossbar. So this is a crossbar right here. I'm on the outer 2, right? And I'm going to do 1 on each crossbar on each side. That's where I'm going to start with my next. Now I'm going to do the cruffle. I'm not doing poofs. Sometimes when you do poofs, on a frame that's not a circle, you lose the shape of the frame. I'm going to try to keep the square shape of the frame. That's the most difficult part of a non-circular frame. So I'm just going to go around each side and do my crossbars on the outer two. So again, you're just going to take it, line it up. I always pinch it at the bottom to make sure that they're lined up, because somehow or another, I don't know how I do it, but they always become or come out uneven for me if I don't do that. All right, I'm going to keep doing that. And you can use whatever color pipe cleaners you want. I just decided to use black. It goes with my mesh. In addition to my black mesh, I'm also probably going to use a purple and a green just as maybe like curls, just to give it a little bit more dimension and definition. Okay, so this is my last crossbar on the outer. So now what I'm going to do is each section is going to get not really 2 additional ones, and here's why. So this one right here, I'm going to add it so that it's, because it's a corner, I'm going to add it so that it's part of this row here. Okay, so I'm just going to take my pipe cleaner, I'm going to pinch it, I'm going to twist it. Okay, so I have that. So what I'm going to do with the next one, so on this side, over here on this corner, is because I added this one to this row right here, I'm going to add this one here to this row right here. So all it is having it face this way rather than having it face this way on this bar. If you put it at the corner, it's not going to stay. So this is just a way of getting it to remain and not slide necessarily. So again, I have it here, right? So you see it's part of this row here. Sorry, it's part of this row here. And by part of this row, I mean it's facing the same way as these are. Rather than if I turn it to this side, you see it's not facing as part of this. So for this one, I'm going to add it right here. So in reality, the outer, each side of your square will have 3 outer ties. 2 on the crossbar and 1 on one of the corners. It's not the actual corner though, it's right before the corner. And the last one is going to, again, so that I have 1, 2, and now 3. So I have 3 on each side on the outside, so that's 12, and 4 on the inner, so that's 16 total ties on this. I'm going to need more pipe cleaners later when I do surgery on my attachment, so we'll keep these close by. All right, I'm going to put this down. I'm also going to look for my okay guys, so the black mesh I'm going to cut to 30 inches. Oh, I just realized something. My mat's not long enough. So I'm just going to add these small little pieces that I have. Just going to go out here, and 30 inches is roughly about here, and I'm just going to cut 16 pieces to 30 inches, guys. So I probably will have to open the second one. If you do the math, 35 feet is not enough for the number that we need. And the reason I'm doing 30 inches, guys, is because it gives you more coverage. So I got 4. We're just going to keep going on this. I have to say, this mesh feels really good. This is the first time I'm using this kind. 9. Oh. And as you get closer to the end, you'll see that they'll start being tighter rolls. And 6 more. 11. 12. 13. 14. It stinks. You have this much left. I'm going to just toss that there, and now I have to open the next one. So I only need 2 more. And 16, guys. Okay. I'm going to bring my wreath frame back up. Hopefully you guys can still see in this pile of mesh. Now, rather than... Actually, I'm going to move this over here. Then cutting my other ones. So I'm going to do the woodland ruffle or the cruffle. It has 2 names. So all it is a curl and then a ruffle on each end. A curl on each end and then a ruffle. So you're going to take it and you're just going to curl, curl as many times as you want. I do 3 or 4, and then you're going to do a chip clip or something to hold it there. And then you're going to do the same on the other end. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do 5. And then you're just going to ruffle it up. And then you have a curl and a ruffle. You're going to get your frame. You can start on the inner, you can start on the outer, whatever you want to do. I'm going to go ahead and start on the inside since I only have 4 pipe cleaners there. And I'm going to put them side to side. Twist it And that's it. So side to side being like this versus like that. I'm just going to continue to do that around my entire frame. So again, so you can see, you're just going to take the end and curl, 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 curl 4, 5 times, whatever you want to do. This is why you do 30 inches, because that way you get both enough curl and the ruffle. And if you only want to do a few curls, that's fine. That just means that you're going to have less of a curl in your design. Open my pipe cleaner. Not open it, but spread the 1, 2, and that's it. So for those that don't know, I do have a shop, www.psencreations.com. where all my wreaths and floral arrangements, I say swags, but I haven't made a swag just yet. I need to make one. I have plenty of stuff for it. I also make faux earrings, and I make signs for wreaths, wood signs. Anyways, it's out there if you're interested. This wreath will be posted on there as well. Just make sure that your ends are in so you don't have something sticking out. Ruffle it up, and when you ruffle, try to stay as close to the middle as possible, and then you're going to grab it, place it, and now I have my 4 on the inner done. Again, sometimes it's super hard to keep a square shape. We're going to try our best. This black mesh is from Michaels. I got them when they were 50% off. They're normally $9.99, and they had them on sale, all their mesh, for $5. And I thought that I would try this one just because it was 12 by 35 feet. Again, as I mentioned, you have to be very careful because they have where you only get 19 feet. Okay, so now I'm just picking a side and starting. You can open your pipe cleaners if you want so that you're ready to put your mesh in it. And I'm just going to continue to go on. I also have a Facebook business page, PSEN Creations on Facebook. And if you're a designer yourself and you're looking for a platform to share your designs, not to sell, but to share them, as well as you can share if you're going live on Facebook or on YouTube, that's fine. It's PSEN Creations Crafting Studios. It's just a free private group where we can just all share and admire our craft. It doesn't have to be a wreath. If you're a card maker, if you're a woodworker, anything that you do that's crafty, you can share it in the studio. Now I have that side done, and I'm going to move on to the next side of my square. 5. 1, 2, 3, And if you want a tighter curl, go for it. Make the design work for you. So because our little witch attachment is primarily black and purple, I'm going to add orange and green, maybe just green actually. Maybe I won't do any orange. I'll have orange in the ribbon, so I may just add green. Some green ruffles or curls. The problem is I like the lime green better than like the Kelly Christmas green that I have. And the lime green I only have in 5-inch rolls. But we'll make it work. It's looking good. Like I said, I know this is going to be a long video. I just wanted to show you guys from start to finish. One, how I used the Dollar Tree square frame, if you were fortunate enough to find one. I also have the awareness ribbon. If you are interested in seeing how I make or use that from the Dollar Tree, leave a comment. Or jump onto my Facebook page and leave a comment there. Ooh, I'm losing mesh here. I like my curls a little bit tighter, I think, than normal people do. So when you have the corner on the square wreath, it's a little, I'll say wonky. It's a little odd, but that's when you try to manipulate it and just make it work for you, you know? All right, we're almost done with the black, guys. Again, the black is a 12-inch mesh from Michaels. The frame that I used is the square frame that the Dollar Tree was carrying. It's a 3-bar square frame. Oh, no. Sorry. I did 16 pipe cleaners on the frame. It was 12 on the outer and then 4 on the inner. This is the first time I'm doing a cruffle. The last time I did one of my designs on this square frame, I did a ruffle. So I'm hoping the cruffle looks good. And you can always add more if you feel that there's just not enough coverage for you. It's not the thickest of mesh. We talked about that, right? It's from Michaels, but that's where it's a good base mesh. And you can definitely try to do the poof with this. I did do the poof on one of my summer wreaths that's in my shop. And I thought it turned out cute, but you can definitely, I used a bigger sign, and I think that's really, the sign was like a rectangle that was placed in the middle. And I think that's really what helped keep the definition of the squareness of the wreath. So think it's turning out really cute though. Well, it's only a black frame right now, so. And you could, if you wanted to, you can cut these to 35 inches instead of 30, just to give you more. So this is the last one. All right, here's what I got. Oh, can't really, there we go. So now we are going to, like I said, you can add more ties if you'd like, but I'm going to now add, leave this right here. So this is the lime that I have, which I think, oh, you can't really see it because of the light. So if I cut these, let's see, we're gonna play around with this, guys. We're designing on the fly. So I cut them to 20 inches, just bringing the bottom underneath to hide the cut piece. And then I'm just gonna ruffle. Let's see how this looks. I just want a pop of color in there. My bows are gonna go too. Oh, I wonder if I should put this on top of the bows. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. Okay, let's hold off on that. I think it's gonna look nicer if I put them on top of the bows. So let's work on, not the bows, the ribbon tails, guys, the ribbon tails. Okay. Let's work on our ribbon tails. So these are the ribbons that I'm thinking of using. I hope I have enough of this one because I've used this one a few times already. And I'm not sure I'm going to have enough. Oh, no, I'm not. Because, hold on. Let's see. If I need 16, yeah, I'm not going to have enough of this one. Hold on. Let me see. This one. I have this one. It might look good. It's a little funky. Don't want to do too much black. What about that, guys? What do you guys think of that? And what if we just poke it up, poke it up? I think we're going to do that. All right, guys. That's what we're gonna do. All right, I'm gonna cut these at 13 inches. I'll do 12 inches. So I just use this for right now. I will get one of those little ribbon thingies later. So I just need 8 of them. This is 12 inches in length, by the way. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 8 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, guys. Normally, if I do a video, or I do a live actually on Facebook, I have everything already cut just because it's time consuming. But because this is more of a tutorial, I'm doing it with you guys. I love this ribbon. Look how beautiful that is. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Just to make it easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. And if you're looking for good ribbon scissors, these right here, Wise, W-I-S-S. It's a black and a red handle. Picked up at Home Depot. I think I paid $12 for them. They are legit. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh. 5, 6, 7. Just wanted to keep going. So we have 16 ties, so that's why I did 8 of each, because we're going to alternate. Okay, so now my ribbon is cut off the spool. I'm just going to simply right through. This is why I say these scissors are legit. I mean, it's only 8 things of ribbon, but still good cuts. right, so now we're going to dovetail. So to dovetail, you're just going to take your ribbon and you're going to cut towards the seam. I'm sorry, against this, away from the seam. And you get your dovetail. Oh, this one likes to, the wire looks like it likes to come undone. Right, we're going to cut it right off. I hate when ribbon does that. I feel like you're cheated. Well, no, you really feel like you're cheated when you have the ribbon that's taped together. So again, you're just gonna cut. And I probably could have done all the pieces together, but I feel like I get an even cut then, because these scissors are that good. If you don't have them completely lined up. And the polka dot ribbon is a satin ribbon. I'm not the biggest fan of satin. It's not a full satin though. It's not like, oh my god, a flimsy satin. But I do like canvas ribbon better. This is canvas ribbon. No, I'm not sure exactly what this is. It's kind of like canvas, but it's not as stiff as canvas. So I'm talking about legit scissors. I'm sorry if I keep going down to the table, it's loud. Just realize that. Last ribbon, guys. Okay, done. Done. Some people keep the scraps. I do sometimes. Okay, now we have our, here's what I'm going to do. Here's my thought. So I'm going to pair, oh my goodness, it's getting stuck. I'm going to pair my green stripe with my orange polka dot. You're just going to bend it in half. And then you're going to scrunch in the middle. And then you're just going to do like a little butterfly. And you're just going to find a spot and plug it on in there. Now here's what I'm thinking. Before I close it up, add this guy to it. All right, guys, we're going to continue alternating the ribbon. And so what I did with this is I just scrunched it up. I didn't do anything like fancy. So what I am going to do is I'm going to remove this. And I'm going to, oh, I'm just dropping everything now. Hold on. Because I wanted to see what it looked like. I like how it looks. So we're going to go ahead and cut 15 more of these. And they're cut to 20 inches. I should have enough. I liked this lime green for this. Again, better than the other green that I had. Four, 5, 5, 6. I may have to grab another roll. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I might just make it. 14 and 15, since I already have one in there. And the pipe cleaner, all I'm doing is using, whether it be like a pen, a pencil, I'm using a paintbrush, and then I'm just curling the pipe cleaner rather than cutting it. All right, I'm gonna, hopefully these will all stay. Oh gosh, I'm gonna lose this. Oh, I just lost one. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. I got my ribbons here. I'm trying not to lose because I tend to do that. Oh, this is what happens when you don't have a big area, but I'm grateful for what I do have. Okay, so guys, hopefully you can see. I am taking this, bending it in half. Gonna find that halfway mark. Just scrunch it up. And then you have this. And I'm just going to put this in. I'm going to tie it once. And then, I don't know if you noticed, but so I'm going to just take my mesh, and this is all I'm doing. I'm just scrunching it up. It doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm putting it in this way rather than this way like the ribbon is. I'm not opening the tie. I'm just putting it in, twisting it twice, and then I'm going to roll my pipe cleaners. Just rolling the ends. And then you can fluff out your ribbon if you want, or you can just leave it as it is. You can spread them out. Do whatever you want to do with it. All right, let me show you guys. That's what I got going on. So I'm just going to continue that on. Guys, I lost a whole thing. Oh, it's right here. I thought I lost the whole thing of ribbon. So I guess I'm going to bend it. Scrunch it in the middle. Find my tie. Just plop it on in there. Do one. I'll grab my green. And then just, oh, yeah. Oh. Just gotta switch the ties so that they're going the opposite direction since I am putting this in. the opposite direction. When you have ribbon that's a little wiry, that's the one downside, I think. Sometimes it gets caught to the mesh, which drives me nuts. Okay. Loving how it looks so far. The corners, I always think, are so tricky because you really do try to get it to keep the shape. I think we're doing a pretty good job, but it's okay if it doesn't keep the square shape because that's not really what makes the wreath, right? Right. It is coming along, guys. Another one. Another one bites the dust. And I like this green because it just gives that little pop. Like I said, the attachment, as I showed in the beginning of the video, she's pretty purple, so anything I can do to bring out more colors is awesome. I like the combination of these colors too. And the popsicle orange is nice. It just brings Halloween into it. Because who doesn't think orange when they think Halloween, right? I think just because of the pumpkins, right? And if you wanted a little bit more coverage, you can cut your pipe tails longer than what I did. I did cut them at 12 inches. You can cut them at 13 or 14. Or even longer if you really want to. This is cool. This is different for me. I don't think I've done this before. continue on our merry way. What is your favorite holiday to decorate for? I personally like to decorate for all holidays, but I have to say probably Christmas is my ultimate favorite. I don't go all out for Halloween. Never have, really. We did things, but never went too crazy with them. And never went super scary either. The scariest would be like a tombstone out on the front. So the advantage, obviously, of having like something like the Perfect Tail or the Easy Bow, Easy Tail, or I think it's the Ribbon Buddy that Unique on the Creek sells. Obviously all your tails should be the same length. I'm not saying the way that I do it is optimal, but it's what I have, so it's what I have. That's what I'm going with. I really do love this combination. It's looking really good, guys. Trying to readjust the mesh. the last one's trying to get stuck on me. Last one on the outer, guys. I'll show you guys, and then we'll go in and do the inner. There's only 4 in the inner, so. And then we will work on doing the surgery on our attachment. And then we'll attach it. And then we'll be done. And you will have seen from start to finish every step of how I created this wreath. I'm going to show you guys what I got. I seem to have not cut something properly because I'm missing 2 ribbons. I cut that right because I know I have that that's fallen down. So here's what we have so far on the outer. I guess I'll do this. Oh no, I did cut it right. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking I needed 4 of each one, but I don't. I only have 4 of the design left. Straggler here. Sorry for the reach, guys. Last one. And I have another one that fell, but I'm not going to be able to get it, so I'm just going to cut another piece. All right. Okay, guys. So the last part is we're going to do the surgery to add our attachments to our wreath form. So I'm just going to put this down here. So when I say surgery, so this had a string up here, and I'm going to take some pipe cleaners, and so this is actually styrofoam, but I think what I'm going to do is I should be able to grab a little right here, poke a hole through it, and you can use whatever you have available. I'm just going to use this. And what I just used was, it's actually, I use it to poke holes in my metal signs. So, but you can use scissors. Okay, so now I added a pipe cleaner to the back of it. So I'll attach her head like that. I'm going to do the same, and I'm just going to cut off these on the arms because I don't ever see me attaching it with that. So I'm going to do the same for this right here. And on the arms, what I'm going to do is, I think that's how I want the arms to be. So I am simply going to, again, I'm going to take my little, and you can use scissors if you want. So actually, I'm going to do it from the back. And sometimes it might not work. Sometimes it does. And you can put hot glue if you want to secure it a little more. I'm not going to do that. Okay, so I have this one. Ugh, I did it on the one. Okay, so this one, I'm just going to do it like, this will be her, and this will be that. So this one has to be right here. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Okay, I'm going to try this one more time. I hope that if I keep it together, try not to make the hole too big, but I may have to if I can't get it to come through. Oh, I think I got it. Yes. Let's actually bring some of the inner in with me. I want that. Okay. All right, I got the arms, I got the leg, and then now let's do her legs. And for the legs, I guess I can do 2 of them. I don't know if I need 2 of them. Yeah, I think I'm going to do 2 pipe cleaners. I'm going to do one over here. And here I'm just going through her skirt actually. I'm not even going through. And then I'm going to do one over here. And this is just to give me a little extra leverage. I don't know where I poked the holes. There's one. And I think I found the other one. Maybe? Perhaps? Nope. All right. Let's try this again. The first one's so easy. Okay, I may have to do this. Come up. And all this is doing is just a bigger hole, guys. Which I was trying to prevent, but sometimes you just can't help it. Actually, you know what I'm going to try? Should have tried this to begin with. This is just a knitting needle. It's a plastic knitting needle that you can pick up at Walmart for $1.47. You get 2 of them. I use that to fish my pipe cleaners through mesh when I'm attaching my bow or my sign. Okay, so now I have everything. There goes my scissors. Let's do this. All right, bring the wreath back up. Let's figure out where we want this young lady to go. Oh my gosh, it's getting stuck. I think I like this idea right here. So I'm going to take, again, what I just showed. I'm going to just push my, and then I'm just going to go right through my mesh. And what that also does is it adds an extra layer of support to your ties because you're going through the mesh rather than going just around it. Okay. I'm just going to secure. And now I'm going to do the same for the other piece. And again, it's gone through. I'm making sure that I go at least around 2 bars and not just do a single bar. So it just gives you that extra support that you might need. All right, guys, I got the legs. Now let's get her head. And then we'll do her arms. Wow, I do not know how that happened, but that thing went pretty far. Okay, I got her head, I got her legs, And I can totally add another if I feel that it needs it. Now let's do the arms. What did I say? This is going to be... It's a good thing I have another one. It just went flying. And I don't know how I want the arms. I feel like the arms I will have to have another tie. No, I don't want them just like flailing around. You know? So I may have to add another tie right here. I don't know. I wonder if I don't use the arms at all. No, if I don't use the arms, it'll look a little weird. All right, guys, this is the design. So again, I used a square Dollar Tree wreath frame. And my mesh was from Michael's. Yeah, I could do something. I could bend her legs like that if I wanted to. All right, I'm going to bring you guys up so you guys can see. How adorable is this lady? Right, guys? Too cute. Oh, shoot, no. All right, so there you have it. A Halloween witch wreath using a Dollar Tree square wreath form. You guys, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And again, follow me on Facebook, PSEN Creations. And if you are new here, please like this video and hit the subscribe button. And if you're new to my Facebook, go on and hit that follow button on Facebook too. I do lives on there as well as other videos. All right, guys, have a wonderful evening. Thanks for joining me tonight.